Edwards trying to stick him. Durant with a catch. A mismatch on the edge against Gobert. That's one of the prevailing storylines. All three meetings during the regular seasons, the margin of victory was double digits each time. Durant, Cash.
Two big guys because of small ball.
The glass always tells the story.
And he has come close many other times.
Edwards into the paint, tried to spray it out. Durant with the steal. It's a 2-on-1. Booker hits Durant, the trailer, and Edwards. Great recovery defensively.
So he just showed you right there the explosion. He trailed that play all the way.
And he raises up for the midi.
In a slow game and then keep them off the second shots.
Edwards into heavy traffic. They peeled him clean and he commits the foul.
Edwards, this is what they've done to him in this series. This is hard to believe.
Tim Connolly has built this Minnesota team much like he built the reigning champs, the Denver Nuggets. A lot of length on the front line to Edwards.
Look out here now.
Got a little bit of space to work with, and he's fouled by Grayson.
Got advantage.
Edwards clean for three. Butter.
That's it.
Into the front court. Durant got to the rim and lays.
Let him be open behind the three-point line.
Speaking of three-point line, Edwards had that.
Now this is a pace that Phoenix is looking for.
Wow.
Hopefully that's something that helps him defensively against Durant. Jonesy?
Yeah, he's a big part of this Minnesota team. Senior, having a little coffee, relaxing, and Edwards with the step through, got it to go.
Now the defense rotated, cut off the path, and he adjusted.
Oh, Durant smoked an easy dunk at the other end. Minnesota leading by 2. Edwards touches the paint again, got blocked by Nurkic.
And close about 5 other times.
Two-time finals MVP, raises up. Edwards out top. He gets double teamed. Booker switches on to him. Out to the wing, Alexander Walker. Corner two-man game with Gobert. Edwards playing with his food. Over to Naz Reid for 3. Got it! Season.
Yes.
Most of them with Utah. Edwards.
Yeah.
And they're going to call an offensive foul.
Or go under and far away. He'll get those open shots time and time again.
Alexander Walker off the bench with 10 points. And ABC, Lakers and Nuggets on ABC a little bit later tonight. And the Knicks as well. Edwards, boy, KD moved his feet exceptionally well.
Yes, he did.
Bench was still in pain and walked back to the locker room. His return is questionable, and he's a key part to that bench crew there.
In a three-point range. If the guy's going to be off 6 feet, let's close up the distance.
Scored 9 quick points to begin the game, and impeccable he is with his 3 of 6 from the field. Gets Booker on the switch. And that's going to be a foul against Devin Booker.
Full to watch because the energy is coming right off the floor. Yeah. But it's going on at both ends. You just love it because it's the players.
KD almost discarded Alexander Walker and left.
With the back forearm, but we didn't see what happened.
Edmond went airborne. Nice. On the Horns touch. Comes off the Nurkic screen. The top mid-range shooter in the game. Edwards in the front court. Got it back from Towns and lays it.
The ball over his head. He waited for Edwards to open up.
Durant at the other end will go to the...
Only thinking of themselves at this time. That's incredible, a major plus.
Here, careering this afternoon.
He's playing a terrific half here.
And another turnover.
Points, 16-2, Minnesota. 9-0, fast break points.
Durant looking for his, got the foul.
16-2 advantage in second chance points? Of course not.
Alexander Walker, native of Toronto, on fourth quarter calamities, but they're the best third quarter team in the NBA. So look out if you're Minnesota.
They've come out here now in a little 2-3 zone.
Here's Durant. Got to the mid-range. That's where he makes his shots.
Most by a T-Wolf player in any half over the last 25 postseasons. One last note here. Kyle Anderson, who had a hit pointer earlier in the
score.
Gobert has his work cut out for him. Durant goes tween and finds,
endeavor.
This is not an accident.
That's right.
After every 3, looks over at his dad courtside as Durant. Edwards with some touch action from Gobert in the mid-range, knocks it home.
Because he's ahead of the defender to elevate and get a clean look.
Speaking of elevating, He enjoys the opportunity in front of him.
Oh.
And right there, he just stripped Edwards clean. Gobert switches onto him.
Come on, you got to see the mismatch.
Durant with 6 on the shot clock, lost it out of bounds. That's off of Minnesota, working against Allen. In the mid-range, Anthony Edwards off glass. Seeing a young star decipher a defense in real time. Durant fouled by Gobert.
Since that first quarter.
The foul was against with the game at about 9:30 p.m. Edwards finding his rhythm a little bit. Tween spins, pivots. Off one leg. Wonderful footwork. Edwards against Beal in the front court. Got an empty corner. Took the contact and left the shot short.
And they're getting there quick.
Cat dumps it off to Edwards. Skip pass never made it to the points. Edwards.
Nice.
Little hezzy, took the hit.
Nice.
Gobert, dribble handoff to Edwards. Likes going to his left, spins right. Oh man, he was in his bag. Across the midcourt line. 14 rebounds for Gobert. Edwards, this time KD picks him up.
Nice
what a
fake.
hezzy.
Nice
Slams
fake.
on the brakes. Edwards!
Nice fake.
And he crossed with under a minute to go in the third. Durant trying to guard him. Edwards around the double team. Got a look. Butter.
Oh, boy.
Ant-Man in full effect.
Yeah. He's talking some trash to Durant as they're walking right in front of our table.
And that's an offensive foul against the Suns. Frank Vogel is incensed. Even KD can't sit in his stance and stop him right now. Eubanks with a hard hedge. Edwards kicking now to see Kevin Durant take on the assignment of Edwards.
Yeah, I mean, it's surprising, but he went out and
man! Oh, he looked at his wrist and said, I got time today!
Very big, distant shots. And he's reading the defense perfectly. With Durant guarding him, you don't see that very often, especially out at the top of the three-point circle.
They hit him with a double. He gets it back, sprays it to Alexander Walker. Everything.
Man came to play, boy. Man came to play.
He certainly did. He brought enough to feed the needy this afternoon. The unassailable, unimpeachable scoring of Anthony Edwards has been on full display. Scoring at all 3 levels. He had that breakout third quarter, 18 points. The meter is at 28 and still running right now. There's that zone.
I know he's had the turnovers, okay? The negative people.
Against Phoenix. Gordon switches on to Edwards.
It is your trap again. He's done a very good job in reading that.
And he got it to the right man.
Pounding and an excellent three-point shoot.
That's out of bounds off of Kevin Durant.
Just don't let up.
Edwards against O'Neal, passes out of the double. Alexander Walker, double team again, over to Reed. Gobert was calling for it. Edwards says, I got this. Alexander Walker, coach, missing on the heat check. Edwards, little machine gun dribble. Sidestep 3, audacity.
In the chest, right, defensively, at both ends.
Yes.
The energy level that both teams have been putting out.
Edwards against Durant on the switch. Little hezzy move, high off glass. Especially the guy with the ball here, led the NBA in.
Oh, nice hands.
Oh, Edwards, it's showtime. Room service.
Yep. The first half was really fought hard at both ends. And I just don't want to see quality players